Hi, I'm host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People, and I'm going to talk in this video about another one of my videos for the purpose of explaining how my cognitive functions work. And it's a really good, I would call it a cognitive function optical illusion. So it's a cognitive function nickel illusion. And what it is on this video that I made, and I was really happy with. I'm really, really happy with this video. And it's a promo for my upcoming show on the 26th. And the reason I'm so happy with this video is because just basically everything came together. So the song came together pretty well. We've got things, we're not quite perfect. We need to get all the drops and stuff right, you know. There's a couple more elements I need to still mix in too, which, you know, there's another vocal line that's coming in. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is this. This video, everything kind of dropped in and hit perfectly, which is why I made it a promo, obviously. And there's a few things to reveal about my cognitive functions. At the beginning of it, I make a joke, okay? It's a musical joke, though.
Welcome to my show. My name is Rapping Eric, and I'm here to say, yo, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. I am Rapping Eric, and you feel sad.
Alright, so, look. Now, when I listened to it that time, it sounds like I rushed the joke. Like, in the sense that I rushed it musically. It should go, you know, I am Rapping Eric, and you feel sad. You know, it was musically what it should do to complete the joke, to complete the musical phrasing of the joke. However, if you're just telling the joke and there's no musical element to it, and I listen to it as non-musically as I can, so I'm just listening to the other people's voices in the room, so I'm listening to the FE stuff, right? Then it's the right choice to shortcut to the end, because you've already hit the funny part, that you've gotten your real reaction to it, and you don't want it to drag on so that you're no longer giving your audience there something good. You're giving it something that starts to make them uncomfortable if you persist in a joke after it's happened and they've gotten the funny out of it, right? Now, I probably had more cushion there than I played with, but I'm highly attuned to that. Not everything in life, but I'm highly attuned to that. And so what I do is I rush the joke. Now that I've explained it all, I'm going to play it again for you, and you can hear it again. See if you hear what I'm listening to. I'm going to play it twice more. First time, I want you to try to listen to the background voices and see how it sounds to you. Second time, I want you to try to listen to it musically, see how it sounds to you, and see if one way it sounds correct and one way it doesn't sound correct. Like, it sounds like, oh, I wish he had done it differently, like one way, and then the other way it sounds like, oh, he pulled that off. He made the right choice. See if it does that for you. It does that for me. Let's listen to it twice. Here we go.
Welcome to my show. My name is Rapping Eric, and I'm here to say, yo, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. I am Rapping Eric, and you feel sad.
I just listened to it. With the background voices, and it feels to me like I made the right choice. Like, don't push it any further, right? Now I'm going to listen to it musically, listening to the beat and trying to think to myself of it as a song.
Welcome to my show. My name is Rapping Eric, and I'm here to say, yo, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. I am Rapping Eric, and you feel sad.
Like, wait, what are you fucking up? You didn't finish it. That's cognitive function in action right there. My introvert intuition, really, I think, is saying, that's supposed to be finished. You didn't finish it properly. And my TI probably is agreeing with that. SI is agreeing with it too, because it's saying past melodic experiences conform with past melodic rhythmic combo experiences conform with you finishing that phrasing out. I am rapping Eric and I feel sad, or you feel sad, or whatever it says. All these things conjoin to say the right way is for you to finish that phrase. FE, however, is the one in charge of making jokes, and that at least he's in charge of not making the jokes, but coordinating with NE to make sure that the disruptive stuff that NE produces as funny, that it's safe for consumption, right? FE wants to, NE thinks it's funny, and NE's satisfied enough with that. FE says, well, you can be satisfied with that in isolation in a vacuum, NE, but in reality, we all have to live in the same head together, and we are not going to be happy for making a bunch of bad jokes that don't get any laughs or that make people uncomfortable, because then you're going to be feeling like you're just annoying people, and that's not going to feel good. So at that point, FE has a lot to say about things. So I'm making a joke there, and as always in making a joke, attentive to seeing how it's playing out. Remember how the mood is building in response to that joke, and therefore I'm on that cognitive function, and that's what I am doing. That's what I'm attending to, and that's why I did not finish out the musical phrase and drew the joke in short there. Is because of that. I was on that cognitive function. I was attending through that lens, and thus made my decision accordingly. Okay, so the next thing in this video that I want to mention, and this is going to be brief because there's nothing to really hear, it's stuff that you see, but actually there's something to hear. I'll play the audio part, and because it's important to understand why this is the section of this video that particularly makes me happy, and that I really feel the mainlining of the reward centers going on here. Okay, so let's listen to it. Okay, so let me pause it. Okay, so right here is about to come to a little break where the drums drop out. I go a cappella for a second, and then the drums kick back in. Now, during this portion of the video, I am kind of dancing around a little bit in front of the camera, and Nick, the drummer's face, is visible some of the time, and sometimes behind me, sometimes visible. Well, what I find myself doing in this video a lot, because the primary person in the video is Nick, is focusing a lot on his face. Not so much when he's the only person in the video. But when I come into the video, I start focusing on his face a lot more. And when he's looking, I'm like experiencing my feelings about what's going on in the song and the music making, but through him. I'm looking at his face then, and I caught myself doing this, just sort of milking him smiling and looking pleased for my own emotional satisfaction. That's where I was getting it from, right? At the end of the video. And for the rest of the video, when I'm enjoying it in a couple different levels, in a couple different ways, or whatever. But I guess probably somewhere near the top of that stack is, oh, I think this is going to work. I think this video works. I think people are going to like it. And I think they're going to think I'm cool, you know, basically. So this is the part I'm talking about where I drop out, and when he comes back in, he's looking very pleased. I'll link to the video on this video, obviously, if you want to watch it. Am I just doing this to promote myself? It's a nice side effect. I do want to promote it as much as possible. So if that's the case, then good. But that's not actually why I'm doing this. I actually wanted to talk about this thing, which kind of tripped me out. How much I can learn from watching my own videos and analyzing my own behavior about watching my own videos, which is super, super, like, proud. That's a little soon. Alright, here we go. So, Piao.
rapper that anybody ever did see. Either you or me, or him or her, Sue, or anyone.
Alright, so it's right near the end of the video there. It's from about 3 minutes to about 3:15. And if you want to reference it, you can. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of me talking about how watching my own videos reveals information about my own cognitive functions, one of which I then use to analyze that data about my own cognitive functions to make a time object convey my own analyses about those cognitive functions, to convey those ideas to you so as to achieve my ultimate goal of NE of disrupting the dominant paradigm, which is anything other than what I'm saying right now. Have a pleasant evening, and thanks a lot for watching Talking with Famous People.